Hello, 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 good people of Zelda Speedruns. We don't know why it's on the Ocarina of Time Championship Series, but we are doing Twilight Princess. So we're just pretty much going to get straight into it if I pull up the right scene, and I'll start it off by handing over to the commentators. Today we have Bewilderbeast, Bruggles, and Jaquade. I'm gonna say your name wrong.
Yes.
Quaid. Hey, I got on the second try. You all have a fantastic time.
All right, sounds good. So,
Yeah, hi everybody.
Hello.
yeah, we have some pretty good players here today, so we should hopefully see a pretty close race.
Yeah, especially between JD and Zayloox here.
Yes, and maybe Ike as well will also do pretty close to them. Ike, JD, and Zayloox all have sub 3, so hopefully we'll see some pretty good runs from them. And Sloth as well is pretty good at the game. So, and looks like we're off.
So I know that Ike has been doing some hundo recently. Do you guys know if he's been doing any percent, or is he getting like kind of rusty?
I don't think I'm not sure if he's necessarily getting rusty, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't really been doing any percent. So he might be a little bit rusty on some of the tricks. I'm not sure if he's like done practice offline or not, but on stream I'm pretty sure he's just been doing hundo.
Yeah, I just know from my personal experience, sometimes when you run two categories at the same time...
Barcode one who's actually been playing 80% the most out of these 4 recently, which is weird.
Yeah.
Hadn't been playing for a little while.
Yeah, sometimes when you run multiple categories, you like get your muscle memory mixed up.
Yeah, it looks like Zayloox is having some trouble with the gate there, which is a little unfortunate. The gate tends to be one of those places that can desync runners pretty quickly. I guess there's not really much to talk about during the first few minutes. It's just we just kind of go through the save tally sequence after doing back in time.
There's a bunch of rolling, and hopefully optimal rolling.
Yeah, you can definitely lose a lot of time to not rolling frame perfectly, just because there's so many slopes all over the place. So...
Yeah, I mean, Barcode is Zayloox.
Yeah.
They're the same person. Zayloox just decided to meme by submitting for the tournament as Barcode. But, like, everybody knows him by Zayloox.
So usually in any percent, you want to break the cage around 4 minutes. Because of some safety strats, these runners will be doing that a little bit later, just like 30 seconds after. Which tends to be a common theme in Twilight Princess, just losing a lot of time early game, especially in races.
Any disparities between times right now being evened out by herding goats and pushing Bo around?
Yeah. Which are the other two things that can desync runners really, really quickly.
Yes. Bo, in other words, the Rock, Paper, Scissors World Championships.
Yes. So yeah, the goats can be really, really annoying sometimes. I believe it's RNG how like sensitive they are to Epona. So sometimes you can be right next to them and they barely move, and sometimes you can be really far away and they go all over the place. So makes it a little bit tricky, but looks like everyone is doing pretty well.
Oh man.
Oh
Barco
gosh.
got owned there.
Oh no. Isn't there a strat where you can like enrage a goat
fun one.
and then like stand in the door to
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
turret
you
arm?
can slash the goats and then they'll attack you.
Yeah.
Well, I think that time he just whooped at them too
But
many
yeah,
times.
yeah.
Yeah, so if you whoop too many times, the goats get mad. It's I think it's like 3 times, and then they just are like homing missiles in on you.
JD just got the 1 cycle on first phase.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, so
Good mashing though.
yeah, this is
As
kind of
did
what
I.
we were talking about here, which is just like Bo. Bo can basically, we said like rock paper scissors because Bo can do 3 different actions, which is slap, dodge, or grab, and you just have to hope you get good luck and mash fast, basically. So
He's being generally pretty nice here, I think.
JD seems to be having a very good run, not just for a race, but in general.
Dang, yeah, he's ahead of he's his PP right here.
So
I don't think Zayloox having the best of luck on Bo, unfortunately.
yeah,
But he got good luck there.
He also started after.
Yeah, that's true. He had bad goats and a bad gate, so...
Yeah. Definitely plenty of time to catch up though. He was having some C-stick issues right there. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt him.
Yeah, so now we have the sewers coming up, and I guess there's not really that much to say about this section either. It's pretty vanilla. There are a few small time saves, but nothing really super noteworthy.
Yeah, I don't think
we've seen
anybody's
huge-
gonna. I don't think anybody's gonna save or lose a whole lot of time in here.
You'd be surprised. I've lost a lot of time in sewers. It's very possible. We'll see if anybody gets box breaker. JD missed it. Ike and Loth are coming up on it. I got it. Nice. Save 3 frames. Just missed.
So there's a question in chat about who's favored to win. What do you guys think? I'd imagine Ike is favored to win his race, but I'm not sure about JD or Zayloo.
Yeah,
JD
I would
Zayloox,
say I would say Zayloox probably, just because we've been seeing him do a lot of any percent recently, whereas I guess I haven't really seen that much from JD. But who knows? Maybe he's been practicing a ton offline.
They're definitely both seasoned players. So I wouldn't be surprised by any outcome in that race. Tie.
Yeah, I remember in the seeding race that JD was in, which is the same one I was in. He got like a 303, and I think I don't remember what all he messed up, but I think he failed safety bit at least once or twice. It's still pretty good.
It's like a 45-second loss each time.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh no, not more.
So it's top versus bottom, I think, in both cases.
Swiftike versus SlothGod JD versus Barcode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really explain that. Anybody who doesn't know, these are 2 separate races going on at the same time. But we might as well just put them all on one screen. For Wolfdash purposes, they're separate. For our entertainment purposes, they are one.
Yes.
It looks like JD is going to be the first one attempting Sword and Shield skip.
Yeah, so Sword and Shield skipped. I don't know, maybe one of you wants to talk about it just a little bit? If not, I guess I'll explain. So
Sure,
basically,
Go
we
ahead.
have to... we can't normally... Well, it's faster regardless, but we can't get the Sword and Shield from Ordon because of doing back in time. So we have to do a pretty precise trick to get over the trigger, where Midna tells you to go back and get the Sword and Shield. And in order to get over the trigger, we need to use this Boblin, which we have named Hugo.
Yeah, so at the level that these runners are at, I don't really expect any of them to miss it, but who knows. There's a little bit of RNG involved in terms of Hugo's patterns, like swinging and whatnot, whenever you're like trying to push him into the right position. And also like where he spawns in the beginning. So unfortunately, some runners might lose some time to that, but you know, it's a thing.
I'm surprised JD is doing this without senses on. It's much harder to see the visual cue for where to stand and where to position Hugo.
Yeah, I think it all depends on how you practice.
There we go.
Oh, Baron JD.
So that was pretty good. Hugo was being a little mean, but for the most part, I think anybody would take that.
Oh yeah, especially in a race, you want to be really careful. The time loss here is pretty major if you miss it.
Speaking
Yeah.
of time loss, Ike just missed it, as far as I can tell.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Something like a minute and a half time loss. Looks like Sloth got it. Nice.
Very, very nice, yeah.
We're not getting great Hugo RNG here. Oh wow.
Very nice.
Didn't think that one was gonna work. Ike's got time to make up, but he can definitely do it. Just the first of many tricks in the round.
Missed it again.
Yeah, that's really
Oh
unfortunate.
no, gonna be one of those.
It is a pretty precise trick. So...
Looks like he went for a backup there. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but...
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to ask him. I don't know.
Well, this is definitely evening the odds here. Like we mentioned before, between Ike's definitely the favorite here. His PB is quite a bit lower than Sloth's, and has been playing a lot more recently. So, somewhat.
Yeah, but he's been playing a lot of
kind of
Hundo.
evening the playing field. Yeah.
I actually
Hundo
don't
doesn't
remember the
do
lot.
skip, does it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's
I was
sort
just
of-
asking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
Hundo
wouldn't
doesn't.
make any sense. Can't skip the sword and shield and get Hundo. Alright,
Yeah.
JD. Yeah, JD is at EMS now. JD's gonna try to do a super jump off the Shadow Beast Jamal and get up onto this ledge that you're not normally supposed to be able to get up onto. Fortunately, this
Very
one,
nice. First try.
well, yeah, awesome. That one doesn't cost nearly as much time as Sword and Shield Skip does to retry.
Yeah, I think it only loses about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Ike is not having a good
Yeah,
night.
unfortunately, Ike is having a lot of trouble with this trick. I mean, it is pretty precise, so it's not too surprising to see someone having issues with it. But hopefully he can get it soon. Looks like, did he kill Hugo?
Uh,
Have to save?
yeah, I guess, yeah, he went for that backup again, whatever that is. Looks like Sloth and Bard both just missed EMS.
Yeah. A little
but
unfortunate,
Hopefully,
but
hopefully they'll get that soon.
So how much time does that little bee attack on the Shadow Beast save when he's like near the wall and you run past him?
I think it saves like a few seconds. It's
Yeah,
not
it
much,
looks like
but-
2 to 3.
And there we go. So,
barcode's off. Nice. Oof.
So once we get to the grove, just to be clear, EMS stands for Early Master Sword. So yeah, basically once we get to the grove, then we can go through the sequence here and get the Master Sword, which saves a lot of time throughout the run, because it gives us the ability to transform whenever we want early. It gives us the ability to warp early on. And both of those things...
Nice. Yeah, one
sorry.
other nice little thing is that more damage than you're normally supposed to be able to do with a sword in early game. So
Yes.
we can one-cycle some enemies that we normally couldn't.
Yeah, and so EMS is really interesting, I would say, because it sort of goes really nicely with some other tricks. Like being able to transform early, and the fact that we get the iron boots early will allow us to get to the Lakebed Temple much earlier than usual, which you'll see at some point later. But yeah, it's just
Wow.
I think it's really interesting how these things work in conjunction.
Oh,
Did you
there's
guys see
Sloth.
that
There we
Sloth
go.
making?
Hey!
Yeah.
Shield skip.
Yeah,
Nice.
got sword and shield skip. Very nice.
So I guess since Sloth just made EMS, that means Ike is like what, 3
Yeah,
minutes
for
or so
the cutscenes.
behind. If he skips the cutscenes, that is.
I don't know why he's not skipping them.
I think he's stopped caring, honestly.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
mean,
hope he can bounce back from this.
I mean, he should know that he can still very much win.
and Sloth was stymied by EMS for almost as long.
Yep.
But we'll see what he's doing. Anyway, JD's getting the Master Sword with a 20:31 pickup time, which is awesome.
Yes, that is incredibly
that's a good time for. It's good for PB attempt, and yeah, this is great.
Yeah, like especially for a race, but like just in general, that's like a pretty good Master Sword time. So JD should be pretty happy right now. Oh, I guess Ike was not doing a backup.
No, I'm pretty sure he was just frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess-
missing sword and shield skip would probably be a reset for any of these runners on the attempts. So it's pretty frustrating to miss that, I'm sure.
Yeah. The runners are allowed to know where their opponents are at, because it's not rando. Like, it wouldn't be cheating to know what someone else has done. They're all following the same route.
And if being behind inspires someone for Norgor sometime, so be it. Go for the hard stuff. And Barcode's got 2306 Master Sword. I think that's a respectable time for a raid.
Yeah, I would say that's not bad.
Yeah. Sloth and Ike both have unfortunate early game tricks, like very, very early tricks. You're gonna have 5 or later. or 20 kill later, something like that. You guys ever notice during the Master Sword cutscene just how small Midna's nose is?
I guess not, but I guess you're right.
Got a barcode screen right now. You ever see a nose that?
No, I don't think I have.
Small nose. Alright, Jade countering the dreaded mirror. There he goes for the 2-swing strat or 3. Let's go in for 2. Oh no. He
Yeah,
avoided.
that's a little unfortunate. But should be fine.
Guess he's play it safe this time.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is going to happen on Forest Temple Back in Time? Is everybody going to get it first try?
I mean, I hope so. I don't know that I don't know that I would bet on that.
Yeah. How much time does it lose to miss?
I believe it's about 15 seconds if you just void. Or maybe it's like 10 seconds if you just void, and like 15 to 20 if you reset but miss it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's like the best.
I usually go for early frame. So, like if I get it. So, sometimes if I fail, I think it's about 20 seconds.
Oh, and JD's doing a setup here.
Interesting.
There we go. So, JD got that first try. Yeah, so we can get pretty close to the loading zone there and jump attack past it to be over a void and then reset to do back in time. And the reason we want to do that is so we can do something known as back in time equipped here, give us boss flags, which it's a lot to explain. So basically all you need to know is
It essentially
for
means we
whatever
get a ton of monkeys.
Yeah, it just gives us the monkeys, which means that we don't really have to go through the entire dungeon normally. And once we go to that sort of outside area, all the monkeys will just appear, and we can just immediately go get the boomerang. We don't have to go through the dungeon.
And you might think that the monkeys would later help us to defeat Ganondorf, but nowhere to be seen when we get there.
Not sure what they would do, but maybe just distract him like the fishing rod.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yes, that forceful back in time is what causes Uto to be accessible from where we access him. So you'd have to enter that room a different way. Also notice there, JD got blue rupee. Is nice. Didn't get the text either. The fastest rupee to get, but I guess you take it. I usually ignore that one.
So yeah, as you can see with JD, the monkeys just kind of come out of nowhere, and then we can just use them to go to the boomerang immediately. Yeah, that's also what lets us trigger Deku Toad from behind.
I think Ike is not skipping this other Master Sword puzzle cutscene either.
Very interesting play.
Yeah, not sure why he's doing that. Get a 29 boomerang. Very nice. One early goal time for runners is getting a sub 30 boomerang. Excuse me. And very nice to be getting that in a race.
Yes, definitely. So, now that we have the boomerang, we're going to use it pretty quickly because the boomerang happens to be the most broken item in the game, pretty much, because it allows us to do long jump attacks. So, essentially, we throw the boomerang and then we can fly. So
It's spectacular.
yes, it's a very neat trick. So you may have noticed that these runners have not gotten the vessel, and they haven't collected any of the tears, because we're actually not going to clear the Twilight, the Farron Twilight. We're not going to beat the Forest Temple either, because we can just use the boomerang to jump over the trigger that makes Midna tell you, hey, you still have to do stuff in Farron. It's essentially the same trick as Sword and Shield Skip, just we can use the boomerang instead of Hugo, which makes it much more consistent and lets us do it pretty much anywhere. So, yeah, just like so. We've now escaped the forest.
Yeah, this is one of the first times I've seen JD running any percentage. It's interesting to me how many setups he uses. For someone with such a low PB, such a good time, I'm surprised because he's doing a lot of setups for the people he owes. It might just be for the race, or because he hasn't run that in a while. Who I judge? He's doing great.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So, what he was trying to do there...
Hey!
Yeah, so what he was trying to do there was use the boomerang once again to jump over the mailman trigger, but unfortunately he walked into it. Not a big deal. Only like a 20-second time loss. Maybe a little bit less.
I think the quoted on ZSR was 16 seconds, if I remember correctly. Okay. I don't know why I have that on the top of my head.
I believe it. So, does anyone want to talk about Gorge Void?
I'd never talk about Void for the rest of my life.
It's a dumb trick where you have to press A, and if you miss it, you lose like a minute 10, so it could, cause the gaps between some of our runners to increase or decrease.
You'd think that it would be tough to miss is the large button on the controller, but the thing is you have to press A on just the right frame. You only get the one try.
Yeah, and you can't buffer, and this game runs at 30 FPS, so it's quite annoying. But there's a pretty good visual cue.
Hopefully we'll see it again.
Yes. Cross your fingers. Unfortunate. So, JD will have to do a slightly different route for this segment because
we'll see. I know some people I know some people go straight back to Rupee Roll. I know it comes down to an equip with Wolf Bomb House skip or thing. So
Yeah,
it's possible
that's
to go
actually true.
back.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, when people miss Gorge, they go and get the Claw Shot first, and then back to do Rupee Roll. So we might see route variation, especially if Bark does get or. I appear to be brake lighting everywhere he can.
I actually discovered for myself recently that I actually can pretty consistently mash 15 times per second. So if I'm feeling really bad at Gorge Void, I can just mash and then it'll be 50-50.
I can probably mash
And
like
Barcode
10
gets
times a second.
And yeah, Barcode.
1 frame. With that one
yeah,
trick, Barcode just took the lead.
So, yeah, here we're gonna see. Oh gosh, we have to explain Rupee Roll and Pillar Clip. Well, I guess I talked about Pillar Clip a little bit earlier. We're going to use the fact that we have EMS to transform into human, and use the fact that we have the Iron Boots early to sink down and clip out of bounds and get to Lake Bed early.
While that's happening, Code is running around this ledge here to do a pretty spectacular jump over the wood. You can imagine Link going, whee! He does it.
Yeah, so just more uses of the boomerang. So because we don't clear Fair and Twilight, and we don't beat Forest Temple, we can't warp the bridge. So we have to do that crazy setup to get to the other side.
Good. Sloth's the mailman there. I think Barcode did, but I didn't notice. Even postman skips. JD coming up on Pillar Clip. He's using a setup for this one too. Always heard of Pillar Clip setups. Never got one to work for me, but looks like he got it. Just has to wait.
I have the way I do it is like some weird combination of like setupless and a setup. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
Pillar Clip, I think most of the tricks in this game are something that you just have to get a feel for. And I would say Pillar Clip like especially falls under that. It's just something that you have to do a lot until you know what the limits of it are.
Oh, let's see if Sloth gets the volt here. Sloth just Gorge Void.
Unfortunate. So,
Do you guys know if JD does the new Lake Bed route or not?
I would assume not, just because I haven't seen him really been running any percent lately, so I would imagine he hasn't really been practicing it, and he would just go with what he's comfortable with. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't expect
Zayloox does it.
Yeah, if anyone's doing that, it would be Zayloox. I don't think anyone will be doing that though. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I think if anyone would be doing it, it'd be Zayloox, but I'm not even sure if he does it. But so now Zayloox is going to be, yeah, so JD's not doing it. Zayloox is going to be going to Lake Bed now. It just, if you get Gorge Void, it's faster to go to Kakariko and get the warp there first. So JD's just going to have to run back there after all this. Whereas Zayloox can just warp.
Yeah. It's gonna look in a minute or two like Zayloox is... We should call him Code. It's our Code on the screen. Anyway,
okay.
It's gonna look like he's behind JD for a minute here because he's about to do Pillar Clip after Lake Bed Temple and stuff, but he's already done Rupee Roll. So...
So
Once
I think
they
they'll
get back...
probably be about even.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they really might. I forgot how far ahead he was before Gorge Void. We'll know once they get Elden Vessel, who's really in the lead. It's where the alternate routes sync up again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think JD's probably still like 30 seconds ahead. But I could be wrong.
Wow. Yeah, and Barcode's having a lot of trouble with this gate. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Is finicky. Sloth did miss Gorge Void, yeah. So similarly, it looks right now like Sloth and Barcode are in the same place, but in fact Barcode is well ahead, having already done the duel. Ike's coming up on the post man. We'll see if that's this one. This is one of those one cycles I mentioned earlier, not JD. JD timed his attacks on Deku very precise so that he could fit 10 into the span of time that he had before Deku took up again. It's one cycle of a mini boss. First try pull from Barcode. See what Sloth does here. Very nice. Sloth. Alright. No one's missed Pillar Clip yet. That's a good day.
Yes, that's very good. Pillar Clip is, I guess it's another one of those tricks that is pretty precise. So...
Yeah. More importantly, it loses a lot of time if you mess up.
Yeah, I think it's about a minute and a half if you fail it, which is quite a lot.
Let's see if Ike gets Gorge Void here. He does not.
Unfortunate. Yeah, so I think the only...
Dang, only one Gorge Void.
Yeah, only one Gorge Void from Barcode. So... a little unfortunate, but... it is definitely tough to land the frame.
Like the Kargarok is giving a good pattern.
JD hopeful not to be
there.
sulking here. Yeah. Nice. Gave us a Goo too.
Yeah, so if you get grabbed by the Kargarok, then your game will actually crash. Well, if you get grabbed after the Bulblin is dead, then your game will just crash. So that would lose quite a bit of time.
There's like a little bit of time that you can react to and put the soft reset buttons, but you have to be pretty quick about it.
Oh, and it looked like Barcode did not do the new lake bed, so he's doing old stuff.
Yeah, no, he didn't do it. I guess we're about to see if Sloth will do it. Or, oh no, never mind. I thought he was in a different spot. Looks like I should be fine on pillar clip here. Very nice.
So nobody missed pillar clip, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think everybody got it. All right, perfect. Very good. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, I hope nobody gets grabbed by the Kargarok, because that is never fun.
Yeah, I think it loses about, I want to say, like 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
Well, that depends on if you, like, reset or not, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I guess if you
crash, it would be...
if you crash, it would be a little bit longer.
I don't think it's 2.5 if you just miss it. I'm pretty sure it's less than 2. Like, last time I missed it, it didn't lose more than 2 minutes.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. So yeah, here we see JD just sort of running back to Eldon. And we'll see him do what Barcode did before, rupee roll. And Barcode getting Kargarok out of bounds, very nice.
Yeah, Barcode and JD should both be pretty close at Vessel, I'm imagining. Like, what is it, 2 minutes from here for JD?
Yeah, it's not about that much, I would say.
Yeah.
And should be about the same for Barcode.
Did Sloth get grabbed there, by the way? I think that he
yeah, I
got
think
crashed.
he must have.
Oh,
I wasn't looking, but I imagine if he turned off his game, then that's the only explanation. So that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, it's gonna make that a really close race between him and Ike, though.
Yeah.
Did you see JD put on the iron boots there? That was crazy.
Yeah, I've seen people do that before. I don't know why. Just style points, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Style.
Okay. So Sloth confirms he did get grabbed, so that's unfortunate. But
You should still be like a minute ahead of Ike here.
yeah, it's not the end of the world for sure. In a race, I should say.
Yeah, and neither of them got Gorge Void, so they are directly comparable.
What grabbed Sloth? The Kargarok. So if you get grabbed by the Kargarok, basically what we do is we lure the Kargarok into the water, because when the Bulblin riding it touches water, it'll die immediately, and so we don't have to worry about knocking it off the Kargarok and then killing it. But if you get grabbed by the Kargarok after the Bulblin dies, then your game crashes. So Sloth got grabbed. Had to restart his console, unfortunately.
The problem is that the game really doesn't like Link being human there, right?
I am pretty sure you can get grabbed as human, and you're fine. I think it is only the Bulblin being dead that makes the game crash. I might be wrong on that though. Yeah, I mean it looks funky when you get grabbed as human, because the game expects you to be Wolf, but I think you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, so we actually get to see how close Barcode and JD are. Pretty close. JD is still ahead by 30 seconds. I didn't
Something
actually
like-
check
just
the timer.
about.
Yeah, it's about 30.
Good at Wade.
But yeah, they're definitely much closer now. So
Yeah, that just goes to show how powerful RNG is in the early game, especially in races.
yeah, I think it definitely says something that even though JD missed Gorge
Well,
Void,
and
he's
Gorge
still
Void.
ahead. But yeah, I think it says something that even though he missed Gorge Void, he's still ahead just because he got really, really good luck. And honestly played pretty well on top of that. But I think it's also pretty telling how big of a time loss Gorge Void is, that even with all of that, say Barcode is catching up. So
Wow, and yeah, Sloth and Ike are now under a mid part, something like 30 seconds as well. Opposite ends of the car grab fight.
I have to say, it's truly amazing to see how well top runners do Eldan. This is the hotel here. This is not very easy to do, and yeah, like I said, pretty cool.
yeah, I could agree with that.
Same.
I would say all of Elden Twilight is it's not really that difficult to do, period, but definitely doing it fast takes a lot of practice. There's just a lot of like nuances to it.
And it's not very obvious what those nuances are either. It's easy to lose a lot of time and not know where it is. And no, Sloth did not clip out of bounds with the cargo rock. He took the safe route. I didn't see whether he tried to do it. It only loses about 6 seconds through that cave area normally, compared to going out of bounds. They might have just for safety.
Good Wolf Bomb has skips by both Zayloox and JD.
Always fun to see people creeping up rupees. Just saw Zelu bag up slowly, trying to pounce on that blue rupee without getting X. I like to think that Wolf just hunting rupees.
They are his prey. So it looks like Sloth is about to go for a B-roll here.
And put on the iron boots.
Yeah, I don't know if he aimed fast enough. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. So he's gonna have to go for the backup here. Hopefully he gets it.
Gets the back.
If not,
Really?
I think the only thing to do is save warp. Very nice.
And he got it. I've ever been able to get that backup when I see someone do it.
So now that JD has cleared linear or Elden Twilight, the next thing that we're gonna do is just clear linear Twilight. So it's a little annoying that we just have this long section of just clearing Twilights, but not much we can do about it yet.
Well, the good thing is...
Yep.
The good thing is that we get them out of the way by just doing them both in a row. We don't have to see them later in the run.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah, it's true. After like an action-packed City in the Sky and Palace of Twilight and Hyrule, we're almost at the Ganondorf fight, and then we have to collect some bugs to get them out of the way here. Now converging on the Elden Vessel. Now looks like Ike's about 20-30 seconds behind.
And also, we see JD there transform into human and jump into the water. That skips a cutscene with Queen Rutella, which is like the Zora lady. And she's like, go
Well put.
save my son. But not only are we not going to talk to her, but we're not going to save her son either. So, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, none
Link
of these
is,
are.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Zora
Occasionally-
Armor route does it.
That's right.
Yeah, but none of these runners are doing Zora Armor out, I don't think. So, yeah.
Yeah, Link is ignoring the fish lady for the greater good. You know, he's got to beat Ganondorf as fast as possible to help all the citizens of Hyrule rather than one fish dude, you know?
Yes, precisely.
Yep. Part of the fun of the Twilight is that there's just a bunch of tricks and little time-consuming optimizations and whatnot. And as a result of that, there are a few places in this Linearu Twilight that JD and Barcode are in, where we could see one make a mistake and the other catch up, or one make a mistake and the other pull further ahead. A lot of little places in here.
Yeah, speaking of which, there's a 3-frame trick coming up here, which I assume JD is going to do, called Waterfall Side Hop. And if he misses that, he's going to lose a decently substantial amount of time.
Depending on how he misses, you know.
Yeah, missing early is much better than missing late.
Hey, ZSR with ZSR. Nice. Everybody. Good going, JD. Nice. Bunch of time trying to get up to that platform. I think everybody should be going for that. Maybe not Sloth. Sloth. The one alternative to that is putting on the iron boots up there and just getting out of the water and jumping down from land to that movement. And done optimally, it doesn't lose much time at all. Maybe like 6 seconds or something. Something on the order of like 5 to 10 seconds. But it's just kind of hard to do optimally. Ooh, oh man. Could have just had a heart attack there. Almost bonked off the ledge after having got side hop.
Yeah, at that point, I think it's fastest to just save warp.
Yeah. Thankfully, he did not bonk off. But boy, we're close.
You got some pretty nice lily pad bugs there. That's better than what JD got, so that should save him a little bit of time.
It's like Sloth and Ike both doing human bomb house skip here.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody go for Wolf Bomb House skip today.
Oh, I thought you saw, or I thought I heard you say that JD and Zayla did.
Oh no, they had nice Bomb House skips, but I definitely saw Barcode go for human. I'm not sure about JD. I think he also went human.
Oh, JD's in the evening part of the room where he runs straight.
He's about to enter another room where he runs straight.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gotta
and
go to
we,
Castletown, and you gotta run straight there.
yeah, and here we just point the camera like downward like that, just to reduce lag. It saves like a few frames. And we do it again later in the desert, and it actually saves a couple seconds in the desert because the area is so big and so laggy.
Yeah, the lag there's pretty bad. It looks, by the way, like Ike is the richest of the 4 runners right now. He's got 42 rupees, while Barcode has a mere 41, JD at 39, and at 19. He didn't get a yellow rupee for rupee roll. That's right, he got a blue. So we might see some slightly different rupee routes later. There's a possibility of people with enough rupees skipping a rupee chest in Arbiter's Grounds. Doing some wonky looking motion through Hilltown right now called dash canceling, dashing, and doing the back, cancel that dash is the fastest way to move in this area.
Yeah, for some reason your movement in Castletown is so slow that it ends up being faster to cancel our dashes and get that initial dash speed throughout the whole area.
Yeah, I think the rule in Castletown is just no running allowed or something
Looks
like
like
that.
Ike is. It's like the pool. Ike is steadily gaining on Sloth. They're, I think, a little closer than when I last looked. Well, actually, you know what? That's still about 30 seconds. No, 20? Nah.
But yeah, with Castletown, the game just decides to cancel all of your dashes, like, immediately, without actually resetting the dash timer. So we just want to manually cancel it instead so that we can dash immediately. I don't know why it does that.
Looks like Jay first to fight the boss bug, or for its excellent background music.
And just a
Just
little.
check timers, by the way. Ike is.
Oh, you can pause.
Say Ike's about 35 seconds behind Sloth right now.
So you might have seen Ike just there. He did a side hop out of a mid text trigger, and little fun fact: that text trigger is actually what makes the water appear on the map. So if you look at Ike's mini map there, compared to like JD's, because Ike got the side hop out of the text trigger, and his map will never show the it'll never show that Lake Hylia is filled up with water, whereas JD it will.
Yeah, the other nice thing is that side hop saves something on the order of about 5 seconds.
That much?
It's a lot.
I think it's closer to 4, but like,
Okay,
yeah,
close enough.
it's. I mean, like, yeah, it is a few seconds, which is.
JD just had a really lean boss fight there.
Yeah, that was a pretty good boss fight.
Got both quick cycles and the quick ending there.
Yeah, so Bruggles, you mentioned earlier that you can mash at like 15 times a second. I have a question. Do you actually get the side hop at the beginning of Linear Twilight like 50% of the time?
No, because you have to hold L. You have to do a side hop, so I can't two-hand mash for it.
I was trying to figure
You
out
could
if it's
invite a
like,
friend
actually
to hold the L
separate.
button.
If I could two-hand mash for it, then I'm sure I would get it more often. I think like at one point, I don't remember who came up with it, but someone was like, oh, what if we like unplug the controller and then like hold the control stick and plug it back in, so it like just thinks you're holding to the right, and then it'd be much easier. But the issue with that is like you have to move immediately after, so it doesn't really work out very well, which is a little unfortunate. But
yeah,
what can you do?
Yeah. You should see the way I have my controller when I'm attempting minute skip at KB4 in Hyrule. Like do that back there. You have to be holding L and down and mashing A and being totally ready to press start. It's
yeah,
it's
I can
awkward.
imagine it's difficult. Yeah, so here you'll see that JD is howling at the stone, and that's because
Oh, I
we
screwed
need
up
to
this
get.
song.
Sorry, you can say what were you gonna say?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have butted in.
No,
You
it's
can-
fine. Yeah, so JD's howling at the stone here because we have to get the ending blow to finish the game. If you get to the end without it, then it'll just like say press A to finish, but it doesn't work. And normally you'd get the ending blow from the Golden Wolf outside of Forest Temple, but he only appears there after you clear Fair and Twilight, which we don't do. So we have to howl at the stone to get him to appear somewhere else so we can get the ending blow.
Yes, so players with 0 skill can't actually beat the game. Because you have to have at least one.
Yeah, you have to have one skill.
Yes.
Ah, that's right. Took me a second.
It's a good one. I like it.
Wow.
I mean, that
I
being
accept the 3
said,
rupees. Look at that.
yeah, he's totally rich. That's crazy. um, Speaking of like needing to have skill to beat the game, it's my impression that casual players actually struggle a ton with the final fights in this game. When if you know how to do them, they're like just extremely easy. Especially the last phase. It's kind of funny.
Oh, absolutely. All
Yeah.
of this in this game. Like, as a casual player, I never studied that. Just
Yeah, I can confirm as well that the final fight is very annoying if you don't know how to do it.
Oh, you don't want to miss this. Sloth is running straight. Well, he had to curve there. He's mostly running straight. Ike is right behind him, about to start running straight. There he goes. Look at those guys.
Look at this
And,
concentration. You know, to maintain holding the directly forward with a notch there. That's
while matching A,
yeah.
multitasking. But yeah, so you see that JD and Barcode both used Uku to basically steal the bomb bag from Izza, and then they need to empty out all the regular bombs so we can get water bombs, and then with those water bombs we can get a permanent bomb bag, because the bag from Izza, if we were to die or save warp, it would go away. And because we aren't getting the Zora armor, we do need to have a permanent bomb bag that has water bombs in it, which we can, I guess we'll talk about
Nice.
later.
JD landed on the ledge there.
Yeah, so now we have a permanent bomb bag, and we'll have to empty out this one as well. But right here we see Rocket Link. Oh, talk to the Zora. But yeah, so now we are heading off to Snow Peak, which normally you need the fishing rod, and you need to get the reek fish scent and do all that, but we don't actually have the fishing rod, so we're just going to do a glitch called Map Glitch, which will disable all of the loading zones, which includes void planes, so where it would normally void you out, we can just kind of run through it, which is really nice.
So I forget if I heard that Wolfdash jump was like technically a little bit faster or a little bit slower than Map Glitch.
I believe it's a little bit slower.
Okay. But it did make JP version somewhat comparable, since JP version doesn't have Map Glitch.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I was about to say, it looks like Barcode is going for the human strat in here. His new strat, but then he turned into a wolf. Never mind.
Unfortunate. Yeah, the human strat looks really cool there.
Oh. Barcode's going a direction I've never seen more. Jumped across the ice slightly different.
I have to say, I'm pretty amazed how stable the leads after Vessel segment essentially have stayed.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have expected like some difference in the Twilights because they're kind of difficult sometimes, and they can have a good amount of RNG, especially Linear Twilight.
Hope JD does not own right here by the keys. Ah, very nice, JD. Those keys sometimes in the way. Sometimes we destroy them, and sometimes they destroy us. JD coming on the most radical part of the speedrun is going to be snowballing without seeing where it's going. It's very exciting. It looks more dangerous than is. I promise JD has practiced. He'll probably not be falling off his doom.
Yeah, so basically the LJA into the void there skips the Shadow Beast fight, and then but unfortunately doesn't clear the fog.
I have to say, it's very impressive how good of a snowboarder Link is. There's a jump up here where he can get like 4 360s in a single jump. It's pretty amazing. I think he would win the Olympics for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, he's a natural. You know, he's never done this, and all of a sudden,
yeah, he has a humble background of herding goats in a small town. Now he's a pro snowboarder.
Maybe he does 360s on
Alright,
Epona.
everybody's done with the Twilights now. What's that?
Maybe he does 360s on Epona.
He
No
does.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
Snowboarding in Epona. Yeah, actually.
Oh, not on Epona. But there is a very specific way where you can get not only Link to do a 360 on Epona, but to have Epona herself do a 360.
Huh.
That's if you mess up the turnaround strat on the King Boblin 1 fight, and then you try to do a spin attack after that. Yeah, Epona will actually do an entire spin.
Huh.
Now just get her to do one on a snowboard, then you. Gonna have some fun movement through all these rooms from JD and everyone when they get a peek. This is just a fun set of rooms. He's about to across.
Yeah, there's a lot of LJs and clipping into places that you probably shouldn't be able to clip through. Like here, JD's
Lots
just
of
gonna
bombs dropped.
jump through the floor. What was that, Beast?
I was saying lots of bombs dropped. Plenty of OSHA violation.
Yes.
Wait, so who exactly is it that works here? Is it like the keys?
I was thinking of Nieto, but it could be the keys. And this freezer, Looks like a hard-working dude. Guarding the door, not very well, but guarding it.
Yeah. So
I heard though that Hammer was a...
Or you can finish talking.
Oh, well, this is a dumb joke, but I was gonna say, I think I heard that Dark Hammer is fired for even having a hammer anyway.
Yeah, so we clipped through the Freezard rather than killing it. It's just faster. We do have bombs here in this route, so we could kill it, but yeah, it's just much faster to just clip past it. And,
Oh, dang. I didn't even think about killing it. Oh, you'd have to kill it with the cannonballs still, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
just
you
bombs.
should use the
Yeah.
cannonball.
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
Yeah.
And, oh, no, I lost my train of thought. Never mind. Oh, I remember. You might have noticed that even though we clipped past the Freezard, we still had to open the door from behind. And that's because, unfortunately, in Twilight Princess, I think every door that leads to a loading zone, the loading zone is tied to opening the door. So, and that holds true for most of the boss doors, all but one. So even though there are some boss doors that we can get behind, most of them it doesn't even help because we have to open the door anyway. However, for Lakebed, and coming up we'll see from JD and Barcode in just a little bit, the loading zone is actually not tied to opening the door. You open the door and then drop down into a little hole in the ground. So if we can get past the door, then we can skip the boss key. And fortunately for us, we do have a way of getting past it, which you will see in a little bit here.
Yeah, why is that hole even there in the first place?
You know, I could not tell you.
It's not like Morpheal can get out through there.
So you can get an eel in there. Oh. Has someone feed Morpheal through the hole and take her back out for changing?
Maybe it's like for ice fishing, kinda.
Yeah.
Fishing for Morpheal.
Well, that or, the water bomb fish.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess those are there as well.
Alright, we are coming up on one of the most harrowing parts for these guys. They're going to kill Morpheal without being able to breathe underwater, except via cunning use of bomb. And hopefully we will not see any die to Morpheal. But
Yeah, Morpheal death is very unfortunate.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody intentionally go for the stalactite skip like that, that Barcode just did. Pretty cool.
oh, did he? Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no.
yeah, a bit of bad luck for JD
The right
there.
call there, though.
We want to do swimming with water bombs before the eye goes back into Morpheal. Because for some reason, swimming with a water bomb and then dropping it just refills your air. So, we want to do that before the cutscene starts, but it shouldn't be too bad doing it after.
Yeah, Flea, he did an item wheel buffer there, but he knew that he hadn't put the bomb pull animation yet. If he had Force Unequipped Irons there, then he would have done for sure.
Yeah, because you
In the
float up
game.
during the cutscene. In the game. But if you die in the game, you die in real life.
I just wanted to make it.
And weirdly enough, well, not weird, I guess, but funnily enough, when you get water bombs, the game tells you that they work underwater, but you can't swim with them, which is just a lie, because we found a way to do so.
JD and Barcode are very close right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be really close.
JD got some bad luck.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no.
And worse luck. Well, not worse, but some more bad luck.
You should be able to grab from here. I think this is up there. It's gonna be
If he gets the regrab, he's set. Okay.
Yeah,
Big exhale for JD.
Yes. All right. Pretty close.
Barcode's in the same situation here. Got to get that regrab.
Yes. Very nice.
He did get it. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah,
Very
he should
nice.
be fine. Yes. All right. Yeah, so you can see that we're pretty tight on air here, but fortunately, they were both able to get that. No more field deaths so far. Hopefully, it stays that way.
Oh, Ike finished the song. Oh boy.
He just wants to get shield attack in Kakariko.
I admit I've done that one before. And I didn't have the excuse of having run Hundo. Wow. Barcode are now something like 15 or 20 seconds apart. That's tight.
Yeah. Both with like extremely good times for Morpheal for a race.
Yeah. 127's
Yeah,
in a
absolutely.
race.
127 is very good.
I haven't even ever gotten a 127, let alone in a race.
You will soon enough.
Now, if you look closely, notice JD and Barcode are both running straight.
Once again with the camera pointed at the ground. Because, you know, you want to run straight, but you don't want to see where you're going.
You know, honestly, I've never had either of these areas lag during the MDH run-through.
I think,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I think you might be right on that it doesn't lag during this part, and it only lags earlier in the Twilight. Not 100% sure on that, but...
That makes sense. There are all those little floaty Twilight bits coming down. But,
Who knows?
right?
Looks like Sloth successfully navigated snowboarding.
Beautiful.
Yep.
You guys think
Now,
JD
here's the
thing
question. Will
glitch?
JD get Louise glitch?
Yeah.
One that saves about 2 seconds. If he gets it. He did not, unfortunately.
Sad.
And it just messes with the camera in this cutscene and saves some time. Too weird, but nope. Oh, better luck next time.
So how does that work? Is it just like a frame perfect B press or something like that?
Yeah, it's just a frame perfect B press.
Okay.
And then it makes the
Oh,
camera
is that
really
it?
weird. Yeah.
I thought the position intensive, not a timing one.
You might be right on that. I mean, I still think there's only one frame to press the B button, but I like it does matter. Like, you do have to do a neutral B attack. If it's like a blocking one, then it doesn't work. I know that. So it might be both.
So I wonder, I should experiment with that, see if I can get it from the position without having moved before. Need to practice that trick.
We should ask the people working on GZ if they can add a save for it.
Yeah. Don't even want Henry Stallard, but Louise Glue.
Yes.
Sloth having some trouble here.
Oh no. Hopefully he doesn't.
He got it though.
Okay. Yeah.
Dark Hammer half a heart is a little bit scary. Because death there means that you have to do freezer again, and then it just takes a while.
Oh boy, Rope Tower, everybody's favorite room.
Oh, this is actually not my favorite room at all.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
don't
somehow Nintendo, or you can talk.
Yeah, these ropes are kind of finicky. Sometimes you'll like swear you stepped on them, and then they're just like, nope, you missed us, and you fall all the way down the room.
Yeah, it seems that somehow Nintendo never seems to get ropes to work properly. I'm not really sure what Ike is doing here. He got the small key.
So I think there he was gonna die to the Freezard.
He'll freeze flip and die.
So no, he like didn't have enough health to attempt it again. So he just
Oh
over on
no!
purpose.
JD just went for early win cycle and voided out, is now back at the very beginning of that area. Sometimes it brings me to the very beginning and sometimes it's halfway. So Barcode is actually now ahead.
Wow.
And takes the safe strat and does not go for early win cycle, and now is Barcode is finishing Mindus right ahead of JD now. It's a tight race.
Looks like Ike has had a bunch of problems with Freezard skip. Hopefully he gets it here. Oh no. That's his second game over.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate.
Forgot I wasn't Hundo in the middle of Freezer clip. Yeah, I can definitely getting confused between rats. There he goes. He got it. Oh, JD's claw shotting up. Huh. Look at that.
Yeah, I think that saves time if you get the two-handed grab. In other news, Sloth is entering Morfield, so here's hoping the best of luck here. eyeball control, as we saw with JD. It can actually do even worse than that, but hopefully it won't.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nobody's hitting any Smorfeel so far, but the barcode's fast. Looks all set for this one. A little worried about what I saw on X screen. Did he get those rupees there?
I don't know. He did another side hop, which I couldn't understand. He might have missed the rupee, yeah.
He should have
Let's
100
see.
something. Yeah, okay, he got it.
He's fine.
You'll know that Barcode and soon JD will be climbing straight up this ladder.
Morpheal turned around for Sloth there.
He's giving us a nice close-up Link's face. Oh. Sloth cocked up. I think all three of them so far have gotten sucked up. So Sloth is in the same position the other guys were. Gets this regrab. He's set. If not...
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry. That was his first.
Oh. Is he gonna have enough? I think he'll be fine, actually, if he lets go of this fast enough. Yeah. Oh, man. That was really close to rocket cooking.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. If he released that bomb early, he would have shot up to the very top of arena, and that would have been game over.
Well, actually, not. It wouldn't necessarily have been game over. There is a
Nobody pulls that off.
a backup, but yeah,
But Basil pulled it off.
it's basically
extremely hard. Yeah.
Well, it's not only extremely hard, it requires you to have started off in the right place.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in the center of the arena, it can't happen.
Yeah.
But if you're close enough to one of the pillars and you get Rocket Link, then yeah, you can land on one of them and save the fight.
But you have to hope that Morpheal hasn't knocked off the closest pillar to you as well.
Yeah. Basically, you're probably not gonna get it.
True. Some of the most interesting Basil, or I said Basil, some of the most interesting Basil fights apparently, are when she ends up destroying all of the pillars by the end. Oh, closely now, Barcode and JD are both running straight.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they were thinking, making Gerudo Desert this large.
It's got character. That's what it's got.
That's pretty good music.
It's true.
Yes, the
Very
music
good.
is very good. But yeah, it is really laggy here.
Looks like Barcode is going for the human clip here.
Yes.
And JD's going for Wolf Clip, which to me is considerably harder, but
Yeah, it looks like he pulled it off pretty quickly.
Yeah, the problem with Wolf Clip is sometimes Wolf Link will look at the Boblin archers if they're near you, and then he like actually can't go through correctly.
Oh no. It looks like Ike's having a rough Morpheal too. Ike pulled a bomb but did not force on boots for the first cycle phase 2. So he's in the same position JD was in, except he's down a bomb.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. And
Oh
here,
no!
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess we'll
He
see
did
if
that
we
on
can get-
purpose, I guess.
Yeah, here JD and Barcode are we can do map glitch again to like I said before, it disables all the loading zones, which includes void planes, and then we can use the boomerang to LJ out of bounds, and we can actually hit the trigger to start this fight from below instead of having to go through.
Oh no!
Oh no! No!
Oh,
Oh
God.
no!
That's an instant loss. Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
Oh no
Yeah,
no
JD.
no!
That is really, really unfortunate.
Oh man.
that- So the last time Jay saved was before Morpheal, and
Yes.
he
Oh.
cannot respawn right now.
Oh no. Yeah, map glitch does not let you respawn out of a game over, unfortunately.
So is he gonna forfeit, or
Ike
is he
unfortunately
gonna
died to
stick
Morpheal.
it out?
I imagine
It
he'll
doesn't
forfeit.
look.
Yeah, that's really, really unfortunate. You hate to see it.
Man,
I think he even had 4 hearts. He just, I guess, had 3 going into the fight.
Hmm.
That's a really unfortunate way for that run to end.
Yeah.
Unless he's continued.
No, I really don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
I don't think there's any way he could possibly catch up. There's no way that Zayloox is going to lose like 20
Yeah, that's-
minutes.
Yeah. At this
Oh.
point in the run,
That's a 20-minute time loss.
there isn't really, there aren't really any like major points of time loss anymore.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, you could lose a few minutes to Bess from here on out, but it's not 20.
Yeah, there's no way that you would lose 20 minutes. Yeah, alright. I guess JD is gonna forfeit. You hate to see it.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I think that's the second time we've seen that in this tournament so far in races.
Who did it happen to before? Maybe I missed it.
Cactus in his race against Dean.
Oh, is it? I missed the first one.
Yeah.
Well, we have a few minutes there. Well, not a few minutes, good, like 30 minutes or so, where Ike and Sloth were very, very close to each other. But Ike is now well behind, having died to Morpheal, and is having some trouble with the boss key skip now, it looks like.
Yeah, I think I mentioned earlier that he's been doing a lot of hundo, and I think it's just a combination of frustration and maybe a little bit of rust, and it's just kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
I suppose he could still catch up feasibly, but it's going to be kind of difficult.
Nice clean Poe 1 skip from Barcode there. It's a somewhat tricky flip up onto that pillar.
And basically, it just lets us not have to kill the first Poe. And we can kind of go through the dungeon backwards almost. And it saves about a minute.
To answer the question in chat, yes. I mean, anything can happen in the rest of the race. Ike is pretty far behind right now, but he definitely has the advantage of being the more seasoned player. So we'll see what happens. Alright, Nike's getting past Morpheal now. Very nice.
Yep.
So I guess that puts him about 7.5 minutes behind, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that sounds right. 6 minute NBA. Sloth's already a little past that. Nike's got another minute. 45 seconds or so. Yeah. Well, it might be about 7 minutes, but it might be about 6 minutes and 58 seconds if he gets the Louise glitch.
I mean, honestly, if he gets the Louise glitch, it's over. Those 2 seconds are going to decide the race.
You say that as a joke now, but I'll try to remember in an hour and a half.
Yeah, imagine it actually does.
I mean, that could happen.
Ike wins by 2 seconds. Saved
That'd
by
be
Louise
wild.
glitch.
What if they tie?
That would be even wilder. Honestly.
Ike still does stand to benefit from being rich too.
Yes.
49
that is
rupees,
true.
he still can skip that chest.
What if Ike misses Louise glitch and then they tie? And then we'll know that if he got it, then he would have won.
Yep, that would be the thing he's thinking about after the race.
Of course. Just go, gosh, man, if only I got Louise glitch.
Yeah, that and not thinking about all of the cutscenes in the beginning of the game that he didn't skip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that was just RNG minute.
Doesn't do much to here since everyone's so spread out. But I'm noticing that Barcode is running against any splits. I have to wonder why. Maybe he's just making a race split file. Looks like he does have his bolts loaded.
Yeah, I think people tend to. A lot of people just won't compare against something during the.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, unfortunate.
Now we're at the point of the run where Sloth is, well, would be holding straight forward, but he had a bad angle. Not sure what he's doing here.
Inspecting the crevice.
Is he trying to make sure that that crevice is OSHA compliant for the Moldorms here?
Would not want one of them falling in there and then suing. Has hastily dispatched a bunch of Poes. He gonna get the 5 rupees here? No, he's already set it. Curious to see, I believe he goes for a but I'm not sure why I went with that.
This would probably be the sort of run to go for it. I mean, he's already basically won the race, and I imagine he's pretty close to PB pace right now, or somewhere around there, since his lake bed was pretty good. So the 16 seconds or however much would be useful.
Yeah, I mean, PB is not a question for him. It looks based on his goals and his best possible time listed on his script. It's looking kind of unlikely. He'd have to pull it off.
Yeah, I think he'd have to play very well for this to PB, but it is possible.
It ain't over until Ganondorf sings, so...
Never gonna be over. Oh no. It's like Oth is having some trouble in the Bulblin camp. Like, really unfortunate trouble to have. Once you fall off there, they start charging at you and targeting becomes difficult. Okay, it looks like I got back up there. I've had a lot of trouble there before.
Yeah, he has 4 hearts, so he wouldn't have died.
Oh, it looks like Barker's not the professor. He's killing the falling down. It's one of my favorites. Someone just whack Death Sword with the ball and chain. Going ham.
I thought it was pretty cool when Simikins was trying to defeat Death Sword with some pots. That was a lot of fun.
What do you mean trying? He did it. He didn't ultimately use the pots.
But he did.
He did
throw
defeat
some
them
pots at
with
Death
them.
Sword.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting run. Although Simikins ended up getting like a 304 today and actually had a pretty big upset over Marco earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, Sim not holding back today's run. Oh wow. Barcode and Sloth looked like they were synced there for a sec at the beginning of AG's time, but in fact Barcode's already gotten the spinner and Sloth is there for the first time.
Yeah. So
Ike appears to be watching another cutscene. It is a funny looking cutscene.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there's Link. Yeah, so the game normally expects you to be Wolf here, but because we have the Master Sword early, then we can be human, and then the game just decides to break all of Link's bones. And Zelda's like, sorry buddy, I don't know, I can't help you there.
He really does need her healing this time. I mean, given that all of the bones in his body are broken.
And in his face, it's quite a cutscene.
Yes. It's very lovely.
I don't blame him for not skipping this one. Of all the cutscenes in the game,
Yes, I agree.
90% run.
I agree. So Barcode is coming up on Stallard here. Stallard is the worst. It's just there's just a decent
I think
amount
Stallard's
of
kind of
RNG.
cute.
Well, I disagree. There's just a good amount of RNG on the first phase, and you can end up losing quite a bit of time to it if you just get bad there.
Green man absolutely destroys innocent bony dude. That's basically what this fight is. He doesn't even attack you until you hit him. It's so sad.
Yeah, Link is just ridiculous.
Ever notice your time looking like that? See a chiropractor immediately.
And you know, if you can breathe fire, maybe see a dentist.
Yeah. But yeah, that was actually a really good first phase of Stallard for Barker.
Yeah, it was very clean.
So yeah, this should be a very good split.
Oh, speaking of how everybody's splitting, talking about barcode before, it looks like Sloth is also not against any splits. And Ike is not in splitting. He's just skipping.
Sloth unfortunately failed the manipulation there on
It looks like barcode got a quick knockdown. Very nice.
I saw him do a clockwise spin in the middle of that. You see that?
Style points.
Huh. Yeah,
Back
he did
when
like...
I'm under the impression you can only do clockwise, and I know Skyrim has a video on how to do it. Just clockwise spins, and I saw Simi do that, yeah. So,
Yeah.
possible.
And
Well, I always do counterclockwise.
Yeah, I prefer counterclockwise. But to answer a question in chat, how come is Stallard defeated the 2-hour mark? Usually, people defeat Stallard around the 2-hour mark. Beating Stallard under 2 hours is quite good, and top runners even do it closer to 1 hour and 50 minutes, like 1 hour and 53, which is very, very good.
Yeah, you pretty much have to have a sub 2 Arbiter's Grounds in order to get sub 3.
Yeah. So here normally you have to raise the Mirror of Twilight.
Yeah, I
But
think
for some reason, for some reason, if you zoom in all the way, then Midna just does not stop you from warping. What were you gonna say, Beast?
Oh, yeah, to try to answer in chat, it's kind of complicated, I guess. Both Stallard and KB4 can be with clockwise spins. KB4 is task only to do that, but Stallard would be done by a human with clockwise spins. I think most people do counterclockwise.
Yeah, it's weird. There's some like just preference thing is kind of like that in this game. Like I just happened to learn all of my quick spins counterclockwise, which is nice because I guess that's actually a little bit better. But that was like totally random, and people do equips in a similar fashion. They'll just start out equipping something to X or Y, and then everybody becomes extremely prejudiced about if boomerang is on X or Y or claw shot is on X or Y. And you know, the definitive answer, of course, is that boomerang has to be on Y and claw shot on X. But
Hey, whoa. Watch what you say around these parts.
Disgusting. We have a poll about this. Which run do which equips?
Actually, yeah. I guess we can check what the majority.
was that Nimzo survey?
Yeah, I guess we
Nimzo's
can actually
survey.
check what the majority would agree with.
I've got it bookmarked. One sec.
I'm curious, actually.
Oh, did Nimzo posted graph at some point, but I don't think that's on the spreadsheet here.
Yeah.
It's tough to just eyeball this. So, Oh no, Sloth did something pretty unfortunate there. He just needed Po3 and then missed having Soul. Po3 again.
Did Ike miss the Yeah, I think he did.
Well, reacting is it didn't look like he was going to, but I guess he was going first. I don't know. Looks like it.
Thankfully, saving puts you directly back in Goldland Camp rather than like at the start of the desert or something.
Yeah, that's something like a 45 time loss. A little more.
But it's a lot less than dying to King Bulblin 4. Or King Bulblin 3, I guess. Sometimes they get the numbers mixed up.
Oh yeah. Someone asked about the dimensions. It makes sense to have a name for all of the King Bulblin files, even the ones that aren't at 80%, because we can count all in other runs.
So I don't think any category does King Bulblin 2 anymore, except for maybe Bug Limit.
Yeah, KB2 is easily. Barcode doing a good job of being careful with that door. Does not want to have fun in this room. You know, I didn't notice how many bombs I have. I think everybody else has 7 more feel.
We can see whenever he does some equips. We should see in like 3 minutes or something.
There's potential for some.
Yeah, generally if you're low on bombs going into Arbiter's grounds. Yeah, he had some problems with the sand there. You can kill most of these Stalfos in here with ball and chain instead to save some bombs, but usually you have enough if you have a decent Morpheal.
Yeah, I don't know how it works out this way for me, but I always end up with 1 bomb left if I do everything like if everything goes as planned. So
That's because
I
you
always
use
have
the
one.
ball and chain on you use the ball and chain on the first outpost, don't you?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And I take it you also throw a bomb for Po1 skip.
Yeah, I throw a bomb for one skip.
Yeah, okay. So there you go. Because that's exactly what I do.
Wait,
Okay.
I've never heard of that one. What throw a bomb for? Oh, for the mold arms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes it easier because they can't interrupt your movement there. Especially for me, it's nice because I actually target as part of the setup I use.
Yeah.
So if
same.
they're like over there, it makes it very difficult.
Unfortunately, it looks like Barcode forced me to skip here.
I don't think anybody's gotten small key skip yet. It's a pretty hard trick there.
Gotta get Dashu and Wolfdash.
Yeah, Dashu's been going
Oh.
for it.
Yeah, we'll get it.
You gotta lose like 6 or 7 months in order to save like 20 seconds.
I'd say it's worth it, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
you get $100 from Gymnast. So
Yep. That's true.
you know, lose 7 months, get $100. I'd say that's a win-win.
And of course, the real time save is the friends we made along the way.
Exactly.
Every one of Jim's $100. Those are new.
Yeah. So that's Jim 1 through 100, yeah?
Yes.
That's where they've been this entire time. I guess he must replace the 86th dollar with something else.
Yeah, maybe this accounts for Gymnast 0 to 100 aside from it. And
Ah, yeah,
Ethernet,
that would make sense.
you'd want him to give you Gym bucks with his face printed on them. The speed run going on. Barcode is doing some cool movement through City in the Sky here. Gonna much skip a room and a half here.
Yeah, I think City is one of the coolest dungeons in any percent. Maybe Snow Peak is a little bit cooler, but
Well, literally,
I just-
yes.
hey, you don't know that. It's pretty cold that high up in the sky. So who knows? But yeah, I think City just looks really cool because
That's a good point.
there's voids everywhere.
I thought it was actually really hot once you were at high elevation. I could
No,
be
I'm
wrong,
pretty
though.
sure it's pretty cold. Might be wrong on
Okay.
that, but yeah, because there's so much void all over the place in City in the Sky, then it means we can LJ everywhere.
Barcode just
and,
got
yeah,
it.
Barcode.
Get the one framer. Yeah.
Unfortunately, missed it first try, but got the 1 frame drop off.
I don't think
which
that'll
just
make a
saved
difference in the
percent.
race. High elevation is closer to the sun and they're hotter. Okay, there's our answer. And good first try or alpha skip. Nice.
That was very fast.
Just as an estimate here. Oh god, how do I even estimate how far apart these guys are? I want to say Barcode's like 15 minutes ahead of Sloth, and Sloth is probably 15 minutes ahead of Ike.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wait, yeah, how far did you say he was ahead of Ike?
maybe 15 minutes-ish.
Probably a
maybe.
little less than that.
Yeah, maybe less. Maybe like
10 or
15.
11, I
Yeah.
think. It's less. I mean, it depends on how Ike plays, I guess. But I mean, this is like 5 minutes into the spinner segment, and then Sloth is like, I don't know, 3.5 to 4 minutes into the stellar segment.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 or 11 minutes, somewhere in there.
So here, I guess we forgot to mention it earlier, but we do a trick to avoid turning the fan on, so we can get to these rooms early, instead of having to go through the entire dungeon. And it takes about 2 minutes if you can do the rest of the dungeon really well, but more than likely, because of that trick, you don't, and it saves a lot more than that.
Sloth unfortunately missed down, so we get to take the secret up to Stallard's floating skull. A game of dodgeball. Stallard is a really fun boss because the two phases are pinball and then dodgeball.
The two best arcade games.
Yeah. Beyblade pinball, and then Beyblade dodgeball. Very nice.
And here we see Barcode.
Oh, Barcode's coming up on a cool double-edged day.
Yeah, so we don't bother turning on making these fans spin because we have ways of getting around it, and it's just faster. And here is the fan tower, which is one of the most annoying rooms in the game. It's just hard to do well, in my opinion.
Done perfectly. When done perfectly, it doesn't look like much to someone who doesn't speedrun the game. Someone who does, it's just a thing of beauty.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier with gyro aiming, but unfortunately the original version did not have that yet.
Barcode's doing well so far. Here's the final bit.
Oh,
yeah,
that
Oh
just looks like
no, that's really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
that's very easy to do there.
Going for the boss keep anyway. Yeah, these tends to take a lifetime to turn when you miss a second.
Yeah, I believe it's about 15 seconds that happens. Oh,
Oh, but he got. Oh no!
barely
Bad.
missing that as well. Might be able to get it here. Yes. Okay. So overall, not the greatest fan tower, but could have gone a lot worse. And I want to say, even with that, sub 3 is still pretty on the table for now.
Really? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It
No.
it depends how the rest goes.
I think it's possible. It's pretty unlikely at this point. But
So he was 2 minutes ahead of my PB at double claw shots, and then struggled on Fan Tower. And from what I recall, my PB, which ended up being like a 302.40 something, okay, was pretty good for the rest of the game. So I don't think it's gonna happen. But you can call me out if it does.
Nipple game. I mean, no one's saying
think-
it's gonna happen or it's not gonna happen. It's just,
I think
we all know it's possible. And Just,
Oh, I'm saying it's not gonna happen, but I could be wrong.
you're saying it's gonna? Okay, well, yeah.
I'm gonna fully commit to a like ridiculous position. There you go.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be very close. I think he will finish within a minute of sub 3.
Yeah, that I could see happening.
Sloth appears to be dancing to one of the catchiest songs in the game.
So apparently world record is a little bit under 40 minutes from the end of city to the end of the game, so we can use that.
Oh, let's see if that gets Death Risk here. Looks like it's going for it. He's the only one to. First try.
Unfortunately, you can get stuck here. There's nothing you can do about it.
Seems like a lot of the time you just keep getting this.
That is an adorable cat. I have to say. Is that like a Jerry, like Tom Jerry or something?
Vaguely recipe.
You can actually, if you're too low on the pillars there, instead of hoping to like target and having to go with the other pillar or something.
Oh, did Marco miss the flame skip?
Yeah. Well, I think he like somehow managed to back it up. He had like, maybe he did just a different setup or something, but he was a little low on the first pillar there. Yeah.
Okay. I've been kind of in that order fight because my brain cannot handle barcode going the opposite direction regulars around the we'll look about that fight in the wrong direction. Okay, yeah, so you know what? Sub 3 looking pretty slim. As for it.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah. That's a lot to ask for a race.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, sub 3 is definitely quite a lot to ask for a race.
Yeah, he could do it if you played within like 30 seconds of world record for the rest of the run, but world record had like a really, really good late game.
Yeah.
Look, Barcode's practicing his Zelda. Oh, Sloth's doing this strat for that seems cool. The jump slash from the pad. It's not that exotic, but I never learned that one.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice backup if you go for the faster way and fail it.
Oh, Ike had a very cool phase 1 of Stallard there. Wow. Yep, we are officially in 3 different dungeons.
Very interesting.
Hopefully Ike gets the quick knockdown. Looks good. Nice. Sloth parkouring through these rooms.
Yeah, apparently that first LJ is not actually faster.
It's true. It looks cool.
Yeah. I stopped doing it because it wasn't as consistent.
Yeah, I'm always hesitant to change, even learn something slightly faster if I'm really comfortable with the old strat. But in that case, I had been doing that LJ, and as soon as I learned that it wasn't necessary, or wasn't faster even, I stopped because I had so much trouble with that. It's just hard to tell when the boomerang's over a void and when it's not time. Barcode's coming up on the first Phantom Zant fight.
I don't think Sloth has the height. Yeah, no.
But yeah, Phantom Zant usually likes to teleport around the room really fast. But we can, if we damage him in a certain way, we can kill him very quickly and be able to get to him every single time he teleports.
If Simikins, you won't even let Phantom
Oh
Zant
yes, of course.
There's a triple frame perfect combo you can do to not allow him to teleport. Sloth's coming up on an Aralphos skip here. Ike, for some reason, is going into the graveyard.
I'm not actually sure that this is... Yeah, Oh, he's actually getting the skill. Oh my gosh. It's not here. He should have known that. You have to beat King Boblin 1 for that to be here. He was trying to meme to get the golden... the golden wolf there.
Well, and he could have entered the sanctuary while he was there.
Yep.
I think it's fair to say his head has not been in the game for a little while.
Yeah. Was that boarded up in this state? I actually don't know.
Yes.
You might be able
Yeah,
to side
I've-
hop in.
Well, that's right, because if you do hit the Bulblin trigger, then it's not boarded up anymore.
Yeah.
It's just really open. Right. Coming up on Stupid Room here. This room sucks. Likes
Yeah, I
this
think
room.
everybody hates this room. Everyone disliked that.
Hopefully it goes well. Love Stupid Room done right. Oh, interesting. He doesn't wait for the. Yeah, look at that. I pull out a room done well. Huh.
Sloth is having
Looks like
some
Sloth is having
problems
trouble with getting the boss key early here. Yeah. This one can be a toughie. And now the Dynalpos is after him.
He doesn't actually know the optimal strat for this. I don't blame him.
Oh. Yeah, trying to ending blow. We'll get him.
So these guys get up really fast, so it's kind of hard to ending blow them. I think the optimal strat is to like slash while you're facing to the side from them, and
Yeah.
then just consistently slash them like 10 times or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just important that you're not targeting them. I think. There he goes.
Yeah.
I think in response to Stupid Room, we got a question as to whether we rename the room Kevin. I don't have any personal vendettas against Kevins. I think we'll stick with Stupid Room. It's up to the community, though. Okay, thank goodness. I would not have been surprised to see I intentionally hit the fan trigger.
He may still
He'll do the room
intentionally.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what Timmy did.
That's, well, Simi was decidedly ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
Timmy was less ahead than Ike is behind. I mean, they were in sync after he save warped away from Cool Game.
Yep.
Were beautiful.
Yeah, so in Palace, there really isn't much to talk about. It's pretty vanilla for the most part. You do a few L slides here and there, but nothing that doesn't save. Nothing that saves more than a few frames. We have theorized about ways to possibly skip getting the souls, but unfortunately, no working theories yet.
Wow, I was totally convinced the barcode jumped too early there. Just barely made it.
That is interesting. I just have been very cool with that cutscene skip. He jumped on the little platform to the right of the railing instead of jumping onto the railing, and then did a jump attack up onto the railing, and then jumped off the side.
Wait, you can do that?
That's a really good backup to know.
Huh. Wait, so did he, like, target the P-pad? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, you know what? I didn't happen to notice that, because I feel like if he did target there, he would have targeted the P-hat, and he really did do jump attacks, but I don't think he was targeting the P-hat. I'm sure. Oh, word on the street seems to be a very known strat, and I educate it. Oh! Thanks, guys. There's soul bowling there, but
Call it soul bowling? Really?
I got that from. Oh no!
That's
I think I got that from someone kind of recent. I don't remember who it was.
I thought it was canonically orb basketball.
basketball.
That's what I call it.
Any hockey fans?
Wait, so if you rolled it and you were trying to get it into a specific location that perhaps you could call a goal, could we call orb basketball a roll goal?
Yes.
Sure.
The best minigame in Twilight Princess.
Very nice.
I am ashamed to say that I did not know roll goal existed until I became a speedrunner.
I have only beaten all of the levels once.
I think I also didn't know about it until I became a speedrunner. I don't think I knew about it until I saw Anarakis do roll gold percent.
That is by far the best category.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nothing else even compares. We should have a roll gold percent tournament, honestly.
Yeah. I think Sloth
Looks like
missed
he's having a
the
bit of trouble with Argoros here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate.
I'm not sure that's gonna work now.
Second.
Oh
yikes.
no.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. Still alive.
Yes, that's true. Still alive. Doesn't have to redo the entire fight.
That would be made.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of underrated possibility that like catches up here. I think there's like he's only 7 minutes behind, maybe a little bit less.
It could happen. With the Argrok, that could easily happen. Looks like the Sloth did miss the name skip.
Oh,
I got dumped.
Oh
believe,
no.
Sloth got the grab there. He's very much.
I was thinking he was gonna go with one more P-hat.
Yeah.
Hard of him to get a heart. Barcode entering, what do we call this? Early platform room. Gonna try to get on a platform early. Ike is struggling with her alphas. Unfortunately. Oh, and just hide in the room. Where does that spawn you?
Outside the room, at the door.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had the misfortune of doing that. Of all the things, all the ways that I destroyed runs.
I want to apologize for jinxing Ike by saying that he might catch up right before he started the Rolfo skip.
Looks like Sloth's on Cycle Fever Garage. Hopefully he gets that. What a fight. Flame skip. There he goes. Barcode got it from there. And now he's going to try and not jump to his doom.
Yeah, I guess he would actually die if he fell all the way down from here.
Yeah, that's right. But having killed his ant head, he would have planned to ride straight back.
Yeah.
I guess would be the late flat.
Oh gosh, he's doing it.
Oh
He heard
no.
He's obviously listening. That's why he tried to get the golden wolf too.
Well, I don't know about
He heard
that.
me.
This came up in 90% channel on the Discord, so
Okay.
yeah. No, Amanda, I don't think that was. I think he was just going for this for fun.
Yeah.
But it is a part of seeing the sky we don't get to see in any percent often. We have seen it 2 times in this race so far, though. Actually, well, wait a minute. This isn't part of No Save and Quit, is it? Because I remember
no, it's not.
Garm did. No, it's not. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, only 2 times during the tournament so far. It honestly does make me want to play the dungeon casually again.
Just to fly around with LJAs in the other part of the dungeon. You know, playing casually, doing LJAs.
Yeah.
I gotta love those. Just casual speedrun strats. Great.
So we now have Sloth heading into Palace. You also might have noticed before, Zelda did it, but because the mirror isn't raised, like the mirror isn't raised, but for some reason the cutscene trigger is still there, so we can just walk forward and then automatically the mirror gets raised.
You know, I was gonna ask why Ike is so good at this alternate movement, and then I remembered that he does Hundo, which does this movement. So there you go, that's why.
Another instance of these speedrunner. Let's hope you stick with Hundo strats, because we'll be up for another 4 hours. Barcode is out relative to commentary. Oh no. Well, he is more important than us. And no, this is not best of 3. The tournament is organized as double elimination, so there's a winner bracket and a loser's
I
bracket.
think he does have to finish. for it to officially count. I don't know. It probably
Okay,
doesn't matter
good
too
point.
much. But that's, I would say, if your opponent forfeits, then all you have to do is finish and you win. At the very least, I would say that's the most fun. Because who doesn't want to play Twilight Princess, am I right?
Yeah, you're right. It was a question, but you're right. Oh,
Oh no.
Oh, that's a little unfortunate.
wonder what happened. Oh, looks like soon we will have the 3 runners in 3 different dungeons again, which is fun. Well, you know what? I'm not sure about that. By the time Bark finishes the squid in the cutscene, I think Ike might be done with the arc fight.
Yeah, maybe. It's like 5 minutes from whenever you get the cutscene to start the fight. Yeah. I think Barcode
That
would be
sounds
there.
right.
It's like almost 4 minutes from the end of the palace split. So we'll see it for like 30 seconds or something. It'll be during the cutscene, I think.
Hmm. Oh yeah, the arc cutscene.
Yes.
Oh, Barco's having some trouble with phases here. It can be finicky. Notice whether he was trying the new strat that Zach and Giga posted.
Yeah, I know there's a backup that doesn't always work, but that has it like basically breaks even with the other method if you get hit on the 3rd cycle and just immediately start slashing and then target him on the 4th one, then it's like the exact same time.
Hmm.
But it doesn't always work because sometimes he spawns too close to you. It's kind of sad.
Hopefully,
So-
Barcode will successfully set the postman trigger again.
Yes.
This is the last time he has to worry about that.
Yeah, you can just use the boomerang and LJ over it. And, yeah, with Palace out of the way, we're just heading to Hyrule Castle now for the end of the game. Yeah, and coming up here is the Squidna cutscene.
Why does it have that?
Why does it have that name? Oh, you'll see.
Hmm.
Because Midna becomes squid. She grows lots of limbs. It's pretty interesting.
Let's see. I don't see any extra limbs. I just a really cool hat.
Hold on. Just give it a second. And this is
You also get to
usually
trident.
yeah, and this is usually a bathroom break. One of the few that Twilight Princess has, because there's no text and it's a couple minutes long. So yeah. is a good time to get a snack or go to the bathroom if you want. And yeah, there's Squid now.
Is that 7 arms or legs or whatever? Or is that 8? I can't tell. I think that's 7. That's a very strange number.
Yes, that is pretty strange.
I was expecting you to
One
finish
for
that
each
with, are you
7
feeling lucky,
stages.
Punk?
Sloth is probably not feeling very lucky right now. That's an excellent segue, by the way.
Game over is pretty unfortunate, but
Oh no, what happened?
he's still pretty far ahead, so
Yeah, he got hit by the Shadow Beast in game over.
Let's see, he's in. Oh, sure. Oh. Fight. Barcode's gonna use some fun bomb strats here. This is a really exciting one to watch. It's like he brought a disco ball to a party and everybody's gonna dance around him.
Also, yeah, 3 dungeons on screen at once, yet again.
It was a tight race for a while. An hour and a half, 2 hours ago.
yeah, it's really unfortunate that JD died to KB3.
Yeah.
Although
one of the few places in Moorfield that can just totally kill the run. You just can't get on that.
Yeah, I have to say, it's probably not much of a stretch to say that if Ike had decided to care throughout this run, that he would probably be really close or ahead right now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And, looks like essentially perfect KB4 fight, which is very, very nice to see. Sometimes, I mean, for me, sometimes it's kind of hard to get the quick spins just because of the hit stun and the lag in the area. So that was a very nice fight. And we might get to see the save warp here if we're lucky. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, there's is it? I believe it's 1 frame, right? Or is it 2?
It's 1.
It's 1. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So if you get a backflip there or put on the iron boots, then you can pause midair and skip the mid effects.
Barcode was racing JD, but JD died to King Bulbul 3, so he forfeited.
Yeah. And here we can just do a jump attack and skip the cutscene and get past the barrier, which is not only fast because we don't have to kill all the enemies, but also when you kill all the enemies, the lights turn on in this room, and oh my gosh, does it lag so bad. I don't know how they didn't catch that, but it's really bad.
The answer to your question
Maybe it's
is
part
that
of the
this
aesthetic. I mean, speaking of catching that,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Well, I think the answer to your question is that this game was optimized for Wii. I mean, the Wii version came out first.
That's probably true.
I don't remember noticing that lag when I played casually. Just was something I thought about.
Did you
I
play
played
on the GameCube version?
Yeah, the game version.
Yeah, I casually played on the Wii version. So
Yeah, same here.
which personally, I would say that the Wii version actually is better than the GameCube version. The only thing that I would say is worse is the waggle motion controls for the sword combat. I really feel like the sword combat just didn't need to be motion controls. It's just kind of needless, but I really think that the pointer controls for aiming all the first-person items or what was that?
You can't fly with the boomerang though.
Okay, but like casually.
You don't use LJAs casually now?
I do in my everyday life
you know
now.
What? Yeah, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree with you guys there. You know, I actually.
Honestly,
Well,
after playing this game, I made a special trip to Australia just to get a boomerang so that I could fly to all of my classes. And it has paid off and then some.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, as long as you get those max speed LJAs, you'll be flying.
Looks like Sloth already had Sloth had a good soul basketball. He played hockey. He good football.
I love the names that we have for it.
That's right. He shot the ball into the end zone to get a hat trick.
Exactly. Yeah, I think
I have heard these words before.
Same page here. Do we ever use a minimum speed LJA? No. I don't think so.
Not on purpose.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, what are there any instances where we specifically want to not get a bar LJ? Like, we want to make it shorter? I don't think so.
I can't think.
Yeah, maybe in like some weird part of some weird category, but generally no.
Is Zayloox going to Void in Void Tower?
I mean, yeah, all good runs void in the tower here. So if you don't void, then honestly, your run's just invalid for the most part.
Yeah, you must be splicing because it's impossible to get through here without voiding.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shortest LJA that's still necessary. It's hard to say exactly what's necessary, but probably the shortest JAs we do would be Human Bomb Skip, the Heart Piece Chest Room, and Snow Peak Ruins.
Yeah, that's a pretty short one.
I want to point out that that was an excellent save on the spinner staircase by Zayloox there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was genius.
No void, so I guess he's splicing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that spinner backup was like TAS only, clearly.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
Yeah, Crane's pointing out we're to have the first person done with the race. To be pretty far away. And oh, only running usable audio. That.
Hmm.
Huh.
So I guess we'll have to end after.
You could just do the music a cappella, you know, for Sloth stream.
Oh, of course.
It's like, you know.
Oh yeah, I know this music pretty well. We could sing that.
Yeah.
I mean, ZSR definitely has plenty of background music, but I don't know if that would be really fitting. Oh yeah, I'm sure he asked one of those guys would turn on the mic.
Yeah, so we have Zelda here, and Zelda can either be really nice or really mean. You want 7 cycles, that's the fastest. But I guess average is probably a little bit more than that. Most people, you'll probably usually get like 8 or 9.
So I've heard that 9 is average, but I don't know how accurate that is. But I think it was DB that said that, so he probably knows. Because Dragonbane knows literally everything. He's like even more of an encyclopedia than Simikins, if that's even possible.
So here we have Beast Cannon, and we want to damage Beast Cannon in a very specific way. And if we do that, then at the end of the fight, not only will Beast Cannon only spawn 1 portal and not go around the room with a bunch of them, but we also won't have to transform back into human. So it saves a few seconds to do the fight this way.
Okay, so what is this, like a 30138 is my guess.
No,
What is
best possible
an oddly
time is,
precise number? What's the best possible time?
30138.
best possible time
I mean,
is 3036.
Yeah, based on possible time, I think you're a bit off.
Unless he chokes something extremely hard.
Oh, did I say 301? I meant 30038.
Oh, okay.
I think I misspoke. I was like trying to add 2 minutes, and I think I said a 1 when I meant to say 0.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright. No, you're fine.
Pretty good all around from Zayloox, though.
Yeah, I think that was I don't think Zelda... Did Zelda miss any shots there? I don't think so. So...
Nope.
That was a very
I'm
good...
going to be off by a few seconds if, unless he misses a jump spin here.
And that was a very good horseback.
Oh, we have audio once barcode is done. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. New to this restreaming thing. Speaking of which, thank you to our restreamers. Restreamer? Yes. I don't know if that's for. Thanks to the SR people for putting this on.
Alright, so this is what Jaquade was talking about earlier, how this fight can be really annoying for a casual, but for us, it is incredibly easy. And with that, 30036.
Nice.
Yeah. 13-second man.
Time. I guess
I guess
Quaid
it-
was right. Not sub 3.
Yeah. I guess it's over now because Ganondorf has sung.
Yes.
If you can call that singing, I don't know.
Close enough.
I have to pay off my horrible joke from earlier, okay?
But yeah, with that, huge congrats to Zayloox. That was a very good run overall. I don't think you could be unhappy with a run like that. Something so close to sub 3 as...
No, it looks like he golded some segments too.
Yeah, so... yeah, very good run overall. GG. Unfortunate that, once again, unfortunate that JD died to KB3, but it happens. Just gotta move on.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had to lose this race, and these guys were both really well matched. JD is going to have a pretty good likelihood of going a decent distance in loser's bracket, though. So that's pretty cool.
Alright. Yeah.
I'm like trying to see who plays next, but
For sure.
I don't know.
I wonder, does Zayloox want to come in for an interview?
Yeah, Crane asked, so we're just waiting on an answer there.
We shall see. Oh no, looks Sloth's having trouble with this phase of Sand as well. This phase has not been kind with the runners tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he has the backups memorized really here. On the second and third phases, Sant's behavior is like actually really predictable. Also, it looks like we're about to get Zaylu in here.
Oh no, looks like Ike might be going into early form room on half a heart. That is terrifying.
Hello?
What's up?
Hello.
Nice run.
Yes.
Yeah,
very
congrats.
nice.
It was interesting. Would have been cool if it was unfortunate that JD soft lock, because that would have been really fun. Second
you
half,
guys were close when that happened. Dude.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I don't know. I don't know what else to say about the run. I was just kind of playing head empty, like just not really thinking too much, just trying to get the race done. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of, if you focus too much, you're just gonna start making really stupid mistakes. So the best thing to do is just to kind of trust that you're good enough to get whatever time or beat whoever you need to beat.
Yeah, are there any points in the run where you felt like you were playing worse than you would have liked?
I mean, I could have PB'd until like after double claw, but my palace is awful.
Unfortunately.
I think I lost. How much time did I lose to my PB? I lost like 20 seconds to my PB in palace that already lost a minute there.
It looks like we also have JD in here.
Whoa.
Hey,
Hi.
So JD, I saw you got freaking like Rod Nerd on that on the early win cycle in MDH, or did I look at that wrong?
Yeah, that
I
was
just saw
weird.
a stupid void from a bridge. I've only seen that happen to Rodner. I haven't seen that happen to anybody else.
I was even going for a very specific spot on the bridge too, and somehow when I landed on it, Link just decided to turn to the right and jump off all the way there. So I was like, okay.
That bridge is stupid.
I've been having a lot of issues with that bridge
Hey,
lately
hello.
for some reason. It's I don't know what to do.
I've had points where I just straight up don't ever want to do early win cycle and just sacrifice the 3 seconds because the bridge has just the dumbest physics I've ever seen.
Oh no, I saw that happen to you, and then I just didn't go for it. I just
Yeah.
waited.
That makes sense.
I wasn't risking
Good
it.
choice. Good choice. Anyways, PG.
It is
race.
not worth practicing bridges like that in real life.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fun though. There's a lot of interesting seeding upsets this race though, or this tournament so far.
Yeah, I mean, Simi beat Marco earlier today.
I pray for whoever's in losers bracket right now. Let me look.
I'll have to see who I'll be up against.
I think it's gonna probably be Ace, because it's the loser of D3 and Ace.
Which ace?
ASXC. Chaotic Ace isn't participating in this.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I think he kind of started streaming again recently and like doing runs, but I think he started just a little bit late.
He, as far as I know, just doesn't really want to do like commit to a tournament right now.
Yeah, that
Because
makes
he was
sense.
kind of just like getting into TP slowly, like figuring out if he really wanted to like go for like a specific time or whatever.
Mhm.
So I understand not like just joining a tournament because you don't know if you want to like actually fulfill that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I head out, but do you have any other questions? Because I was gonna head out. 'Cause
Yeah, I do have a
I-
quick question.
yeah,
It looks
I
like
woke
you're gonna
up.
play. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my fault. I was just gonna say I
No.
woke up in like I forgot that this race was happening today, so I woke
Mhm.
up 10 minutes before it started and
Oh no.
just joined. So I'm just glad I didn't miss it. Anyway, I'll continue what you were saying.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the bracket and it looks like you're gonna be playing the winner of Zach and Ethernet. And I'm assuming that's gonna be Zach because he's been playing really well recently. So how do you feel about that?
I feel like a race like that kind of just depends on the start. If I'm too far behind at the start, I'm just not gonna win really. That's just kind of how it is. I feel like once you get to
Or somebody could soft lock at KB3. You never know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that could happen. It
Honestly,
just
I did
kind of
not expect
depends
that.
Zach on that day.
That's just a race you have to wake up at least 15 minutes early.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I think in terms of if I would race Zach, I just kind of have to play well. Like I might have to PB that day. Depends entirely on what he's doing.
I think that it would probably all it would take really is like one of you playing slightly above average and the other playing slightly below average, which really isn't that much to ask for. So
It'll be close. It'll be a fun race for sure.
yeah, I could definitely go either way.
Unless he also loses to Ether. Just the hard
Yeah, I mean,
upset.
Who knows at this point?
I can't wait for the losers. I can't wait for Ethernet to beat Zach and me, and then the losers bracket just a sub 3 slaughter. the sub 3 one and done.
I better beat Bruggles then, so that I don't have to be subjected to that.
I swear that Jaquade is just gonna somehow pull sub 3 in our race.
It's not
and
gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It could happen, okay?
No.
I think that Ether
I
will
am
win using
terrified
the-
to race Jaquade.
I mean, depending on like, what you feel like your current skill level is, it could happen. Like, what, this run is sub 3 pace for a very long time with like an 8-minute iron boots. So it's It just kind of depends how consistent you are.
Yeah, no, I've been getting like 304s. It's not gonna happen.
Ether will just be everybody using his Argarok Death's cutscene skip.
Oh yeah.
Only happen on his disc.
I think there's like, what, 4 runners in this tournament that aren't, or don't at least live in America? I think. I don't know.
Is it only 4?
Audi, Marco. I think Ace is also German, right?
I think Cactus is here.
Cactus is German?
Yeah.
Simikins.
Yeah, Simi's.
Simikins 5. That might be it. I'm not sure. Anybody else, I just don't know. If
I
they're
think
not
Kit
from.
Kat is European as well.
We have Euro representation. Yeah, I guess I'm done for now, right? Yes.
Yep.
I'm allowed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Time to go back to sleep.
Good race, man.
Thanks for racing. Thanks for streaming. And have a good night, everyone.
See ya.
If you want to leave, you can leave, man.
All right. See you.
Oh, man.
You guys have anything for me?
Yeah, I guess I asked this question to Zayloox as well, but were there any parts that you felt like you were playing like worse than you would have liked?
Definitely yes. I'm trying to think of a specific example.
While you're thinking about that, I want to also ask if there are any parts that are any you played better than you expected.
I was pretty happy about the beginning of the game that I had.
Yeah,
It
that was
definitely-
going really well.
And the perfect bow. I got a completely perfect bow too. So that was kind of nice.
Mhm.
Other than that,
Yeah.
early game was kind of
That's
decent.
up rank,
Started
right?
kind of
2950.
yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like honestly the run was going mostly well. I think the only notable thing that went wrong was missing Gorge Void.
It's all downhill from there.
And even then, you were still ahead after.
Yeah. Goes to show
Oh yeah.
good RNG.
Yeah, I guess that is pretty cool. I was pretty happy about still being able to pull ahead, even if just by a little bit after missing Gorge Void.
Mhm.
And Zaylu and I were really close to each other for quite a while there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's for
It was. I mean, it was a good race. It's unfortunate that it had to end so soon.
yeah.
But
When
I'm sure
KB3
you'll-
killed me, I was just thinking, oh, okay, I'll just retry. I'll do map glitch again, and I'll go fight him again. But I completely forgot about that. The fact that map glitch makes it so game over just doesn't let you go anywhere.
Yeah.
So it was done. All because I couldn't quick spin. That was the first reason. I've been struggling with those lately. I feel like a lot of people have been struggling with quick spinning lately for some reason.
Yeah. I actually, not that long ago, I don't remember when, but I don't think I messed up any quick spins even, but I just jump attacked too soon and got hit. It
Oh.
was really annoying.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Just gotta be careful, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Just practice more, I guess. That's gonna be something I try to do. Well, I might head out then. Thank you guys for your time and the race. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming for
Yeah,
a little
thanks.
bit.
Yeah, for sure. You guys have a good one. Have a good night, everybody.
Too.
All right, good night.
Yeah, good playing. You too.
Alright, so we're coming up on the end here. Ike is entering Hyrule Castle, and Sloth is
Entering tower.
yes. How far behind
Yes,
is Ike at this point? I think it's about 6-ish minutes, right?
6.5 minutes, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
something like
my
that.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's probably not going to catch up. Yeah, but we were talking a little bit about the bracket. Beast, you're actually playing the winner of this next round. So what do you think about that?
That's great. I haven't been thinking so much about the brackets because no matter what happens, no matter who I'm facing, whom I'm facing, my goal is to go as fast as possible, just like every other day I'm doing this speedrun. So, you know, it doesn't really make a big difference to me, but it'll be interesting to see what happens with the brackets. Ike is going down into the losers bracket with JD and Marco. As Zayloox was pointing out, that's going to be a very interesting bracket to follow as well. Oh no!
Oh.
Just hit the final dark.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, just because, once again, we just see how horribly unoptimized this game is for the GameCube. Just, it lags so bad here.
Yeah.
But
Fortunately, the
looks
Australian is exactly the same as for killing the first one.
yeah, so it looks like you got a pretty good fight there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was gonna say before that it's really interesting, like,
I mean,
how many good people there
yeah, go
are
ahead.
in this tournament. I think there are 9 people with sub 3. Lots of them with lower than just a 259. So yeah, it's really cool to see how many people are getting good at this game. And,
Yeah,
you're gonna say something,
It's
please?
pretty remarkable for me. I feel like the entire tournament is pretty stacked. But I'm also, speaking of, not even just a 259, just a 259, and there aren't any runners with a 259 right now.
Wait, there aren't any runners with a 259?
Active runners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Jim has the 259, right?
Yeah.
There are some.
Yeah, Jim, Bono, and someone.
Devil.
Double.
Yeah.
Looks like
That's it.
Sloth is actually playing tennis with Zelda.
But yeah, wow, that is really, really cool.
But yeah, I was gonna say, because of how this bracket made out, the losers bracket was pretty much going to be interesting to watch. It's gonna have some good players there, regardless of what happens.
I'm excited to see how the tournament plays out. Oh no. Sloth missed the orb.
What happened? Oh no.
It's okay, Zelda was nice.
Sloth lets win at this point.
Yeah, it looks like Sloth is going to win at this point.
Doing combination here tonight on the oh, I guess he ran out of bombs, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. With an unfortunate Morpheal, if I recall correctly. So yeah, we see Sloth also going for the beast cannon strat. Pulls it off flawlessly.
Very nice.
Yeah, you know, it's worth mentioning. I think Sloth's PB is 316, 318, something like that. He's not playing that far off from PB.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty well this whole run, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I mean, he also got grabbed by the Kargarok, which kind of sucks.
Right,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
There's
I
also
forgot about
definitely been some rough moments in there as well, just in terms of execution. But it's not bad.
Yeah, for sure. Zelda missed.
I have no idea how that hit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Sometimes Zelda is a great shot, and other times she's just so bad it's laughable.
I thought she just shoots wherever the horse is aiming.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
So it's really just what Ganondorf does. Sometimes he's just a jerk.
Yeah.
And that's the whole premise of the game.
It's true. That's why we're trying to kill him.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
Oh, going for Iron Boots. And turn. Wow. The double.
And there we go. GG.
Alright, GG Sloth.
324.07. Pretty good, honestly. Yeah, like we were just saying, for the most part, that was not a bad run. Also, I just got the
Zack strat. Zack strat, that's what we call it, right?
Zack strat, yeah. But yeah, huge congrats to Sloth for taking the win. Yeah, I think he, like we were just saying, yeah, for the most part he played pretty well, so I'm sure he's mostly happy with that run.
No, 5 minutes off PB. That is not bad at all for race. We get Sloth in for a minute.
Yeah, let's see.
but it's correct. You know what? It's also worth mentioning that this is, I think, Sloth in 2 seeding races, but the finish in both of them, the run was not going well. The other, he got a blue screen of death. So I'm just glad he got to finish a run.
Yeah.
Does look like we're gonna get Sloth in here in a minute.
Nice.
Gonna get some water first, though.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, gotta stay hydrated. You know, because Stay Hydrated Bot has our families all held hostage. Gotta drink water or else, you know?
Yes. I do know.
Does Stay Hydrated Bot still exist, or is that, like, dead now?
Yeah, I think it still exists.
Okay, I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, I mean, don't think about it. I haven't seen it in a while either.
Sounds like Sloth is in the waiting room. Should get to talk to him pretty soon here. And there we go.
Hello.
There he is, the Sloth got himself.
Hello, guys.
Congrats, Sloth.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was honestly a pretty good run overall. There were a few hiccups, I guess, but I'm guessing that you're mostly happy with that. No?
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I've been, as some people know, I've been busy with college, so I haven't had much time to like practice. So, like, I played with 2 minutes ahead of my average, which I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And I guess same questions that we've been asking. Were there any parts that you felt like you played better than you were expecting, or worse than you were expecting?
I definitely expected me to, because
Great.
I was watching some of Swift's gameplay on my upper monitor, and then I was expecting the same thing that happened to him to happen to me with Hugo. Beforehand, I was practicing Hugo, and I couldn't get it.
Oh, well. And you ended up getting it first try and pretty fast, right?
Man.
Yeah, it was, people in my chat, like, because I was like, okay, this isn't going to work as I did it, because it was one of those attempts where you think it's not going to work, and then it magically worked.
Yeah. Good stuff.
The Sloth smiled upon you this day. Oh, here Ike comes.
With 3:30:30.
It's a lot of threes.
Yes. So, yeah. GG to everyone. I don't know if Ike is going to come in for an interview, but...
He might. Who knows?
Yeah, huge congrats to all the runners. GG to everyone. And I guess, yeah, some closing words. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope our commentary was good. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Do you guys have anything?
Thanks again to Crane for dealing with us today.
Yeah, and thank you to the guys who shared this on the Discord call as well, like the live stream feed, so that I could see it, because it was buffering on my end like really badly for the first hour and a half.
Oh, the first hour and a half. My God.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, it
however
was a
long.
fun time. No response yet from Swiftike if he's going to come on in for the interview. Once
He's
we
in the
get
waiting
word on that, he's in the. Oh, well, there's the answer.
Hello.
Hello, Ike.
Hello.
So I have a quick question, Ike. What were you gonna use shield attack for?
Probably to deflect the Zelda balls.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
up.
that wolf is not there unless you actually beat King Bulblin 1, unfortunately.
Yes, I learned that later. I was told to go get it, but my chat lied to me. So
That's sad.
am I allowed to unmute my mic now? On my
Yeah,
phone?
Ike, I don't even know what to ask.
Yeah, you're allowed to unmute your mic now.
Okay.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, no problem. Did you guys like the cutscene?
Oh yes, I
Yeah,
loved the
they
cutscene.
were very nice.
The was great.
Especially the MDH
No,
one.
no,
That
we
was
get-
great.
Yes.
Nice. Just trying to provide some content. My goal was to go out like Happy Gilmore. If I can't be the best, I'll at least put on a show.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because we can never know for sure, but I'm pretty sure you could have caught up with me. Like, my late game is atrocious. I have really bad late game.
I was trying through most of the second half. After Morpheal, I was mostly trying. I was trying most of the run. There were just like certain moments where I was just kind of running around.
Yeah, you got some hundo practice for City in
Yeah,
the
there
Sky.
was a certain moment in the second half of City in the Sky.
That Singing in the Sky was really clean.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
true.
pretty.
Actually,
I'm
it
pretty
actually
proud.
was. Yeah.
My favorite parts is the fact that the song on the mountain, that was on accident, and
Yeah.
the City in the Sky hundo stuff was on accident.
Wait,
Oh.
really?
Yeah,
That was just muscle memory?
that was just muscle memory down and
Oh.
was like, oh well.
All right then.
I've been running exclusively hundo for the last 2 weeks. I haven't ran any percent in like a month or so at this point.
All right, makes sense.
But yeah, I after the goats were bad and the bow was bad and Hugo wouldn't stop trying to kill me, I needed to kill him. And then I needed to just kind of not worry and, try and have as much fun as possible. And,
Yeah, makes sense.
I had a good time. Can't win them all.
While you were having fun with Hugo, I wasted about 2 minutes with Jamal. Jamal was being mean to me.
Jamal was mean to me on the first swing, but I got a second swing, which was nice. I was prepared for Jamal to kill me with how bad every other segment was.
There was a golden era of the race where guys were under like 45 seconds apart for a solid half hour or so.
Then what happened?
That was
I don't remember.
Was it Morpheal?
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
Morpheal.
The Morpheal giving me
That
the
was-
bad eye RNG actually tilted me onto Mars.
And Morpheal was bad to everybody. JD got the same thing, and
really.
I
Zayloox
had-
had to do 3 bomb.
Yeah, I had to do a 4 bomb. Morph went the wrong way as I was trying to go towards her, and then I
I saw
almost
that.
drowned.
Yeah, there were a bunch of runners that did the regrab on really low air. But yeah, Sloth, you didn't. So did you like not want to try for that regrab, or what was the deal there?
I was because I was talking in my chat, and then like I was like, okay, I'm unsure if I should like play this safe, and then like because I don't know, I was a little shaky in the moment because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play this safe, try to
Yeah.
not die.
I gotcha. I think it's generally safer there to just go for the regrab because sometimes you don't even have enough air to get all the way to the ground.
Yeah, it almost happened. I thought I was gonna get a rocket link.
Yeah, it was really close.
Oh yeah, that was a close one. I remember that.
I was sad I didn't get the pillar black up. I tried to rocket link and then move over to the pillar, but I didn't get there in time.
So you did do the rocket link on purpose?
Oh yeah, that was on purpose.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you're too close to the
First
center.
swag. I
You were
didn't think
full
about
under there.
that. I was what?
Yeah, no, I knew that was on purpose because you were full on air when you did it.
Oh yeah, no, I was just trying to see if I could do it. The idea was since Morphew's at the top, right? Because I had the bad eyeballs also on the bottom, but it would get me onto the pillar, and then I could refill there, and then do the
Yeah.
fight normally. But I didn't really think about the fact that I was still at the center, so I couldn't make it.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Not as bad as the fact that it was one more second till it was 3:30:30. Come
No,
on.
I think it was on Ike's timer. It
Yeah,
just
my
wasn't-
timer's
But-
3:30.
Yeah, on your
I gotta
Not the race time.
Yeah, not the race time.
really.
Yeah, you were
sad.
50
Oh,
hundredths of a second on 3:30:30.
wait, how's the race time separate from my timer?
I don't know. I didn't program these things, man.
I just giving me that free time save because I know I started a second late because I was trying to go on 3-2-1 go, not 3-2-1. Is the timer starts at 1 for race time, and I just like can't get that through my head. I've started late by a second on every single race time race I've ever done.
Yes and no on
realize
that. It says 1 when there's 1 second left, and then it never says go.
Yeah.
I think.
But I always go 1 and then I start right after, and I'm always behind. I always start after my timer's going.
In theory, your timer, if you connect to live split
It's
through
supposed to start at the same time. I've
connect
had
to race time through your
before.
live split, then it will start at the same time. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I have to time my A button press for starting the run, though. That's what I'm saying is off.
Oh,
I am connected.
Yeah. I
I'm
gotcha.
connected to live split.
Oh, okay.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, unfortunately, I'm not because like anytime I like try to connect to live split or racetime.gg for live split, I end up crashing. Like my live split crashes, which is really weird.
On the subject of crashing, we're going to crash into Delighted's stream, who he is doing some practice, I believe, for Wolfdash right now. He's playing TP.
TP is a good game.
I mean, it's TP, but I'm biased. Wind Waker forever.
I guess with that,
Thank you for having me, guys.
yeah.
No
Hope
problem.
you guys enjoyed the run. Thanks for
It's
the
a good
race.
It was something to see.
Bye, guys. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, we'll see you
You
all
should.
Yeah,
later.
have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, have a good
See
night.
you guys.
Bye.